Good morning. Welcome to the Lexington Opera House. I am joined today by Lexington native and Broadway star Colton Ryan and Lindy Franklin Smith, co-founder and artistic director of the Lexington Theater Company. From the dazzling lights of Broadway in New York City to the dazzling lights of the Lexington Opera House that sits on the corner of our very own Broadway, Colton Ryan is taking the stage by storm. Recently, Colton was nominated for a Tony Award for his role in the Broadway show New York, New York. What an outstanding accomplishment. Yay. Aside from owning the Broadway stage, Colton is also known for his roles in film and television, including the Broadway and film production of Dear Evan Hansen, as well as television's The Girl from Plainville and Little Voice. Although Colton has had national success, he still holds tight to his Lexington roots. In 2016, Colton made his debut with the Lexington Theater Company in Concert with the Stars as a rising collegiate star. Concert with the Stars is a cabaret-style concert of show tunes interwoven with behind-the-scenes stories. In 2018, Colton returned to Concert with the Stars as a Broadway veteran. Then, in 2019, he starred in the summer main stage production of West Side Story for the Lex. Colton is once again bringing his talents back to the bluegrass to headline the Lexington Theater Company's 2024 edition of Concert with the Stars. It will feature an evening of solo performances by Colton. The show will also feature some special guests, including students and teaching artists from the Lexington Theater Company's Artist Development Program. The Lexington Theater Company has a mission to serve as a training ground for the next generation of musical theater artists, all while producing professional music theater that promotes the experience of masterful storytelling. Husband and wife duo, Lindy and Jeremy Smith, have taken their talents and experiences on New York's Broadway and brought them to Broadway here in Lexington to create what has become a cornerstone of our vibrant arts and entertainment community. Lindy Franklin Smith is joining us here today. Lindy, I want to thank you for having us, and the podium is now yours. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mayor Gordon. It is an honor to be here today to celebrate Colton. As Mayor Gordon said, here at the Lexington Theater Company, we have always been committed to our mission of creating professional theater and training the next generation of theater artists so that our community can enjoy a shared experience of masterful storytelling. And traditionally, Concert with the Stars has always been a physical demonstration of that mission. Over the last 9 years, we have paired talented rising stars from all across the country and right here in Lexington with seasoned Broadway professionals and watched them rise before our very eyes and soar off to great heights. It's especially gratifying for us when we get to bring back one of those or some of those young rising stars as the seasoned Broadway professionals and watch the mission continue to unfold as they pass the craft on to the next generation of young dreamers. And that is just what we got the opportunity to do with Colton Ryan. Now, while Colton was growing up here, right here in Lexington, the Lexington Theater Company hadn't been born yet. So our first chance to get to work with him was in his college days. And in 2016, on a weekend very much like this one, on this very stage, Colton joined us as one of those collegiate rising stars. And we watched him rise that night and very quickly to a Broadway debut in Dear Evan Hansen. And then in 2018, it was such a joy to bring him back to Concert with the Stars, this time as one of our seasoned pros, our Broadway veterans, joined by young artists looking up to him. And of course, in 2019, he absolutely took our breath away as our Tony in our production of West Side Story. It was evident that his star was on the rise and that something was indeed coming for this brilliant artist, and that something was more beautiful work on and off Broadway, on television, and in film. And this past spring, we were able to take a group of our patrons to New York to see Colton in his latest Broadway production of New York, New York. And once again, we, along with everyone, were captivated by his brilliant, nuanced performance. And when those Tony nominations were announced, I'm pretty sure the shouts of joy from here in the Bluegrass echoed all the way to the Big Apple. Pride, excitement, joy, happy tears. We and all of Lexington were overjoyed for him and this incredible achievement. So this weekend, this Concert with the Stars is a celebration of Colton Ryan. He himself is a singular demonstration of our mission, a young rising star working hard, humbly learning and practicing his craft, achieving mastery, and now returning home to share his gifts and continue to pass the craft to the next ones. Colton, will you come near? I just want to say this right to you. Watching you grow, watching your story unfold has been one of my and one of our absolute greatest joys. And watching you coming home for this event, watching you last night in rehearsal with this company, leading with love, mentoring, sharing your light and your artistry was yet another joy to behold. And I cannot wait for all of the audience that's going to be here tomorrow night to get to share in your story. We are endlessly proud of you, and we hope we will always be the artistic home that you'll want to come home to again and again. Congratulations, my friend.
I'm going to give you a proper chair. Thank you, Lindy. Now, it's not every day someone from Lexington stars in a Broadway musical and makes multiple appearances on TV and in film, but Colton is leading the way. And we are so proud of him. I've told him this over and over. Lexington, we have a real star here. He's a wonderful example of what hard work and determination produces. I know it's got to be hard work, right?
It can be.
It can be. He's inspiring the future generation of performers and artists here at home and beyond. So for Colton, Lexington will always be his home. And at this time, I want to present you with a key to the city. So,
Wow.
this is very special. It's in a wooden box.
Wow.
Yeah. We aren't exactly sure which doors it opens, but it opens everyone's heart here.
Oh.
Turn it around and show. It's a big key. Yeah.
I think we could find that lock. It's pretty
I
big.
think we could. So he is opening the hearts of many people here, and I want to ask you to say a few words, if you will.
With this key, I decree McGee's has reopened. That's by law, all right? I'm still heartbroken about that. Can I put this down here?
We all are, yes.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. And I just wanted to give thanks today, mainly to the folks that made me here, and that's Mr. Thomas and Ms. Lobb and Miss Kewen, and Miss Strohmeyer, Mr. Marsh, Miss Waspy, Miss Randolph, Miss Holmes, Miss Aldrich, Miss Luann. The teachers that I was afforded growing up here in Lexington at the School for the Creative and Performing Arts, they saw me completely before I could even see myself. Arts education, luckily, in my household was accessible by right, actually by force, in my household. And it has been the greatest luxury of my life. I don't believe it should be a luxury. I believe it should be by right for all children. And thankfully, this town believes that mission too. And so I just want to say thank you for that. And thank you to SCAPA and all the institutions that made me who I am today. And on a more local note, I want to thank the salt of the earth people that really that had to spend every hour with me during those finding myself times. And that's my mother and my grandmother there, and my uncle and my aunt and my sister. And on a more every waking minute of the day, gnawing her teeth, my soon-to-be wife, Adrienne Bumpus. And beyond the McGee's line, that's all I got. So thank you so much for today. Thank you for this key. Being from here is one of the great prides of my life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Colton. We are so proud of you. We wish you the best. And we are always, aren't we, cheering you on from Lexington. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it opens that way. That's so great.